Welcome everyone to another very magical spiritual hour. And I'm so pleased that Serena is going to be sharing all the magic of the Arcturians with us today. And I know she's got a lot to get through, so I'm not going to talk anymore. And I'm just going to hand over to Serena. Welcome, Serena. Thank you.
Thank you, Catherine, and lovely to see you all here as well. So, I wanted to start off with this spiritual hour talking about a lot what we were in the group about grounding. So, let's cover what's relevant as well. So, we're going to cover today a little bit about the Arcturians, the Arcturian message that's been coming through quite strongly, and also a message from the guides that I've been getting about the different types of souls so that we can get some clarification for ourselves and also for others and our clients. So, before we, because we're looking at the grounding, obviously, the message that was coming through is that the energies at the moment, yes, we are feeling are a little chaotic. So, this is our reminder that we actually control how we feel and what energies we take. So, yes, a lot of us signed up to anchor in the energies of Earth at this time, but you don't have to be responsible 24/7. So, the message that they bring is that you can pass the baton to your fellow light worker. You can also remember to ask the guides to turn it down, to turn the intensity down, because you're not a victim to any of this. You are a sovereign being. You are totally in control of your human experience. And this is why I personally don't always follow the collective energies or the collective updates, because although I'm very much a team player, I also know that I am here to experience what I want to. So, and I can only do so much as you guys can. So, setting spiritual boundaries is very important. So, that's our opening message today to get that. So, let's look at that then, and let's have a bit of an experience with that before we go into the higher realms so that we are truly grounded in this session. Now, we know that the best way to physically do this is, barefoot on the earth, grounding in Mother Nature, heading to the sea, the waterfalls, the lakes, the oceans, the beach. If we can't access that, we can, perhaps touch a tree with our hands. We can even do what I did because I, in my holistic center here, it's very much a concrete jungle. So I just went out in the rain and I was like showered by, because it's raining a lot in the UK, right? So feeling that, feeling the grounding energy of the elements. Also, running your hands under cold water has a similar effect as the showers do. So taking an intentional shower, okay, will also allow the water to ground you and cleanse you. Now, if you can't access any of these, it is sufficient enough just to visualize. So what we're going to do now, we're just going to do a bit of a practice of that. So with your feet flat on the earth, on the ground, you're going to imagine that you're standing on a lush green forest floor. And you're going to feel with your bare foot the soft green moss beneath your feet. Seeing Mother Nature's tree roots just gently come up through the soles of your feet and just gently wrap around your ankles and your legs. And just feel ever so slightly the gentle pull in your root chakra, just gently tugging you back down into the earth. So you're going to feel really solid like the tree stem. You're going to, like the oak tree, strong and sturdy. You're grounded into the earth and your body is feeling strong. And as you notice this strength holding your physical body down, we can then start to travel up into the higher realms, into the higher chakras, and explore and activate from there. We are going to be working with our soul star chakra, the eighth chakra, and higher. So the chakra that is just 1 to 2 feet above your crown, working with the 112 chakras above into the higher dimensions. So imagine the energy as it goes up, flowing like a continuous flow of circling energy, going all the way back down to the earth, back up through your chakras to the top, and all the way back down again. So that's going to keep you firmly on the ground, keeping your body nice and grounded as well. And that's going to allow us to travel further without feeling too out of our bodies. So before I start those practices, that was just to get us grounded. So I hope that's helped at this point to get us feeling back on the ground. I did want to cover the different types of souls. Now, I wanted to cover this subject because it's coming out in the records a lot, and I have a lot of clients coming to asking me the most common question: am I a star seed? And the guides are coming back and saying no. And that's because this word is a bit of a buzzword at the moment. So everyone is maybe thinking that they are, a bit like the word twin flame, it's a bit of a buzzword. So I remember when I had Gaia TV, I remember seeing a lady describing it beautifully on the show where I'll explain it to you actually because it popped up in front of me. Thank you, guides, who showed me the video popped up again, and I shared it on my platform. And I've asked the record keepers and guides to share more information on each one. So I'm going to give you 3 descriptions, see which one resonates for you, see if they resonate in your body. And then that learning and understanding we can then pass on. So the first one that was coming through are the earth-based souls. So the earth-based souls often incarnate hundreds and thousands of times on earth for lessons. They sign up to grow and evolve in the human life. They often are transmuting lots of karmic cycles for their lineage as well. So earth-based souls are very connected to Mother Earth and the animals. They do lots of grounding work outside. They can often become gardeners, zookeepers, even counselors. They're quite passionate about the justice for humanity as well, and they resonate more with the humans and the animals and the elements. You tend to see these kind of people living in a homestead, off-grid, or sometimes at protests, which is quite interesting. The next one is the interplanetary galactic soul, otherwise known as the starseeds. Now, these guys come from the starseed program, or otherwise known as ETs. And these souls evolve somewhere else other than Earth, often with very few earthly incarnations and more galactic lives. Now, I did a reading for a lady where she actually asked, how many past lives have I had? And I was really shocked when the guides read out the figure thousands, because I was like, hang on, I've only had like 80 odd earthly lives, but because I've had more interdimensional galactic lives, it made sense. So they come from like a certain star system, and they can incarnate into many different alien races. And they often have a unique evolved perspective, and they come here to assist humanity, often referred to as the volunteers. They really have a sense of knowing and tend to become, oracles, healers, messengers, astrologers, bringing light codes and light language from the other realms. So if you feel more drawn to like a specific star system or the aliens or the planets, you may be a starseed or a interplanetary soul. And the next one was the angelic souls. So the angelic souls, otherwise known as earth angels, come from the angelic realm. They carry the highest frequency of source, like supporting the divine, and they may have always resonated with their angelic guides, their angelic beings, embodying their message. Now, angelic souls seem to be more drawn to the angels, the crystals, and can end up as more energy workers, maybe angelic Reiki, crystal healers, masters. They bring the message of hope from the angels to humanity, and they seem to work in more caregiving environments. So, teacher in a school, a nurse in a hospital, a carer, maybe a vet, or working in animal shelters. Now, with all of those descriptions, this isn't to say that an individual soul cannot embody the different types, because we know our creator doesn't limit us, only our thinking does. So, for example, you could be an earth angel and embody your starseed aspect, or you could be an earth soul and embody the angelic Elohim. So I personally have always resonated with the galactics. I remember having an angelic Reiki session back in 2012, and Commander Ashtar had come through for me with so many messages of what I needed to be doing for my mission right through until 2020. So I was always seeking updates on the starseeds and the different types of alien who inhabit Earth. And certain starseeds who have incarnated in human form, called the volunteers, are here to assist humanity for the Great Awakening. So I always resonated with the Pleiadians. I didn't know why. And I always resonated highly with the Arcturians. And when you do those starseed quizzes and it comes up with what you may be, they were always coming up as both for me. So it was very confusing for a while. And it wasn't until I think about 2017, I had a reading with another company, an Akashic reading, and they said that my soul star origin was actually half Arcturian, half Pleiadian. So that made sense to me. I was like a split soul from the beginning. Now, some of you may have galactic guides. I always saw them as family. That was more of a resonance. But for me, one of the very first past life incarnations that came to me after meeting my divine masculine, or I call them simultaneous incarnation, twin flame, whatever label you wish to use, was when I was in Arcturus. And I was a blue alien with a beautiful aquamarine and silver gemstone located in my third eye. And I was in the cockpit of this aircraft with my divine masculine. I was on the right and he was on the left. And we were operating it using our integrated telepathy, and the magnets of the force field of the ship were powered by that. So I have been channeling a lot of the Pleiadians and the healings with my meditations at this time. I've also been channeling a lot of the Arcturians, and I recently attended a really beautiful festival where I was invited to come and be part of the healing circle. And during the sound healing sessions, I was gifted some codes from the Arcturians, which I'd never had before. I was always working with the dragons. So I have, for some reason, a lot of dragon codes that come through me, which I'm highly blessed to receive. But this was quite interesting because I'd never really experienced it. And yeah, I've had some incredible experiences. So I wanted to share today with you guys, I guess, how we can integrate that, how you can start to do that for yourself, how you can embody some of these experiences from the Arcturians as well, because they are here for us at this time. And so we're going to do maybe a bit of a meditation and a bit of a journey, if you would like. And we will take you to experience some of the knowledge that they have and some of the lessons they've taught us, and to experience some healing as well, which is beautiful. So I've made some notes because they gave me so much information. So I'm going to do a bit of a backstory about them so we know who we're dealing with, because some of you listening may not be, aware of the Arcturians. You may not know much about them. So I'm going to do a little bit of info about them, and then we can go into what they do for us. So Arcturian starseeds are actually human beings born on planet Earth, and they've been seeded with the Arcturian soul, so from the Arcturus star system. These types of starseed have a soul that originates from I think it's the fourth brightest star that you see in the sky. They are sixth dimensional beings and humanoid and blue, and they have long, slender arms and legs and almond eyes. They often have like specific head markings as well, because they work a lot with the third eye, and they bring wisdom and knowledge for humanity. It's said that they are very highly evolved and spiritual beings. They are helping the civilization of Earth at this time to bring peace and guidance. They often work alongside some of the other star seeds, such the Pleiadians, the Sirians, the Andromedans, and the Orions, I believe. They are allies with the blue avians, which are incredible. I had a beautiful experience with a blue avian recently, very half humanoid, half parrot-like blue shape. They are so gorgeous. They're allies to the Arcturians. I'll go a little bit more into detail about that in a sec. And interestingly, the Arcturians can access the Akashic records really easily. So often their modality would be to be a reader, or to encompass some of the healing with frequencies or sounds. So often Arcturians, if you have an Arcturian lineage, you may be a sound healer. You may work with gongs. You may work with the dolphins, the whales, the resonance of that, the frequencies, because the sound frequencies and the sacred geometry is how they do a lot of their healing. So it's quite exciting. The message that the Arcturians are wanting to share with us at this time, firstly, before we even go into that, we need to, in order for us to fully comprehend what we're working with, we really have to push through the barriers and limiting beliefs of the mind and fully understand the multiverse. Okay, so we really need to get into the multiverse and the layers and layers of dimensions that are happening simultaneously right now across the galaxy. Now, this consciousness, we know right now, is the only one we're aware of, but as we travel deep into the subconscious, we have to first visualize, and then the resonance of that will be felt. So I have a fun fact. There are about the seventh dimensional Arcturians. they do this incredible practice of absorbing more light. Now, this is something that we can do in practice as well. It's quite fun. And you can even bring it in as a practice to show your kids if you have children or young people around you. So they absorb light by consuming what looks like a popsicle. This could be like a lollipop shape looking thing. And it's very sweet and it's bright white light. And what they do is they simply lick the bright white light popsicle, and they are filled with source's love. And this actually reboots them and regenerates them. And they don't need any other food or water because that's quite sufficient. So it's so Catherine's inner child loving this. Yeah. So it's a practice we can, so take the popsicle and have a lick and fill yourself with source's love. That's what the higher Arcturians, the higher beings, the Arcturians do. I thought that was quite fun. So we're working today, obviously, with the 7th dimensional Arcturians, the beautiful blue beings who are learning to ascend to the higher realms, just like us. They are currently going through like a training program to ascend to the 7th dimension. And in the 7th dimension, it is lighter. We are invited to witness the taller white Arcturians who are surrounded by the bright white light. Now, in their dimension, they have little temples which the blue Arcturians enter, and they bring gifts for them for their master. They're then taken inside this cubicle, which is just for them. It's almost like a shower cubicle of bright white light, like a temple. And they are showered with a bright white light all over their body. So it's almost like jumping into a shower, but this is actually a portal which upgrades their bodies. Now, the 7th dimensional Arcturians have mastered this energy, and this is quite similar to the rainbow Tibetan monks who are here on this earth. And they're holding the 7th dimensional light long enough so that they can start to levitate and swell and dance, and they're walking through walls and teleporting at will. So the 6th dimensional blue Arcturians, although they use telepathy to communicate, they're still quite heavy. They can't quite access that yet, but they're learning. So it's quite interesting to learn about that, the different dimensions of Arcturians. So it's not just one, but the ones who are assisting on Earth are the 6th dimensional ones. So the beautiful blue. And another message that came through quite strongly from the Arcturians was they're reminding us to spend more time in the void. So they have actually been gifting channelings to, I'm sure many of you are aware of Dr. Joe Dispenza, where his powerful retreats and meditations take you into the void, into the quantum realm, where the source of everything starts, right? Where the source creates. And Dr. Joe Dispenza gets the information from the Arcturians. So in his retreats and meditation practices, we work with our physical bodies. It's not just for manifesting. It's somewhere we can go to replenish. It's somewhere we can go to connect to our creator. And it's also somewhere where they're inviting us to go to actually reboot our systems and do a lot more physical healing. So I think we're going to do a bit of, I want to do 3 different journeys with you guys today, if you're up for it. I'm just going to give you a few more tidbits from the Arcturians though, which I have downloaded this weekend, which I'm just so excited to share. And we have got the Ascended Masters. So they shared recently that to become an Ascended Master, you have to master the energy of resting. Now, this is to take yourself to what they would call a spiritual spa and renew your body with intentionality. So this means to remove all distractions, noise, even music, and to go deep into the void, into the quantum, into the black, into the nothingness. And there you're going to become nothing and everything at once. And when you set the intention to rest every single cell and fiber of your being, you allow yourself to be fully still, to sit with your creator in the void. And the longer you can stay silent and still, then we know your creator can come in. So that is a continuous message that they seem to bring to us over and over, to always head back to the void, to head back to the quantum, and to be still, to be quiet, to come back to the nothingness. And from the nothingness, we can venture more, we can create. So what we're going to do, we're going to practice bringing in more energy into the bodies. Now, the intention of this today from the Arcturians to share with you, everyone that's listening, is to practice allowing more light to come into your body. So this is where we are removing anything that doesn't serve you, and we are bringing more of our soul into the physical body, because the soul doesn't encompass all of it. It kind of part comes in and it's part in the other realms, the higher selves up here. And the intention for today is to be more encompassed with light in our physical bodies, so in our physical experiences. So this is going to be a practice where we set the intention. And what we'd like to do now is everyone would like to take a deep breath, get yourselves nice and comfortable, and we're going to start to feel the energies of this. So remembering that you can embody your starseed aspect. So if you are, Arcturian lineage, you can embody this. If you are Syrian, perhaps you set the intention to bring in your Syrian aspect. Or if you are, you're not sure what you are, you can just embody your Arcturian aspect for today's session. So when we travel in these visualizations, these meditations, we set the intention to receive the esoteric knowledge and to truly remember who we are. And we can also heal our bodies on the ships as well. So what we're going to do is get yourself nice and comfortable, just feeling where you are in your body, because we're still in that grounded energy. We're grounding, my bodies are very much firmly on the ground, rooted into that beautiful tree roots. And we're going to take a breath in, out through the mouth, just relaxing down. And we're going to start to visualize in your mind's eye a green ball of energy expanding like a mandala, which is actually creating currents and fractals, pulsating to the heartbeat of God before you. Now, I'd like you to bring those fractals into your heart chakra now as you breathe in, feeling almost a green torus field coming out of the front of your chest and shooting out of the back. And as you stay connected with that, breathing in, feeling the loving, expansive energy pulsate as you're breathing in through the front of your heart chakra and feeling it out the back. Feeling that pulsating energy expanding, the loving energy coming in and out of your body, relaxing into this safety. And as you breathe in now, I would like you to see the green energy just start to move down to your shoulders and onto your arms and your fingertips. And from this high vibrational place with unconditional love in our hearts, we start to travel up, up, up until we find ourselves inside a tetrahedron shape. This is a four-sided pyramid made of clear, thick glass, like a clear crystal quartz. We notice that we are all in the middle, in the center, and there is a beautiful white flame as we stand around it in a circle. This tetrahedron is a capsule for the Arcturian healing, like a healing pod. And you notice the shape all around us in this space. Now, as our light bodies form this circle, we start to hold hands and we can see the energy travel from our left hand up into our hearts and back out into our right hand to the next person, creating a network of beautiful white light traveling around us, connecting us now telepathically. And as you breathe in, seeing that energy through your left hand, Coming up, traveling through you and back down into your right hand to the next person in our light body form in this beautiful circle. We now start to experience the same thought forms and breath in unison. Breathing in, moving the energy. And this light body energy is seen across all of the galaxy as we use our energy here and now collectively, building the power. Imagine now sending all of that beautiful, loving energy from your hearts in white, gold, and silver. This starts to spiral out of your heart center outwards towards humanity. Send it out to everyone who needs it at this time. As we breathe in, sending the energy out. And as we breathe in, we feel the energy coming back into our left hand, traveling up to our hearts and filling your body with Source's love. As you give, you also receive. Your cup is filled. Breathing in that energy through the heart and back down through your right hand, back to the person next to you. A reminder that the act of selfless giving in these environments and keeping the constant flow of unconditional love and reciprocal energy is so rewarding. So feeling so much unity now, so much oneness and love, feeling like a true team player with your fellow starseeds. We now notice the beautiful blue sixth dimensional Arcturians. They are humanoid in shape and taller than us. And you see that each Arcturian is assigned to each one of us. You notice now that they place one hand on top of your crown, and their big blue hand and slender finger with outlines of violet gently reaches down to your third eye. If you allow, the Arcturians will now start to gift you this gorgeous blue light. You feel the energy of this pulsating deep into your crown, traveling down like a healing liquid, spreading throughout your body, feeling tingly and activated. The frequency of this energy is vibrating at 741 hertz and elevates further everything up into the seventh dimension. Allow the messages from the Arcturians to be received. Allow the codes, the upgrades, and the knowledge to come in. And as you take a deep breath in now, breathing in everything that you need and releasing what you don't. They start to remove their hand, just gently move away. The Arcturians then bow before us and we thank them for receiving this beautiful energy as they wish to take us on another journey. They just gently disappear from the tetrahedron and we're left still in our beautiful white light circle, surrounded by the white light flame. We notice now we start to travel up, up, up out of this shape, almost as if we're teleported. And we find ourselves traveling up onto one of the Arcturian spaceships. You notice in your body that we are greeted by the Arcturians working on board and flying the craft. We stand in the main entrance inside the cockpit and are greeted with such love and saluted as we arrive. An elder appears in a beautiful, brilliant blue uniform and stands before us and takes us into another room. We follow and we are led into what seems to be a medical room. There are beds all around for us, looking very similar to the quantum med beds. And you notice that there are 2 Arcturians situated around each bed for every one of us. We are invited, if you wish, to all go and lie down on one of the med beds, relaxing into the smooth, comfortable energy. And as we all lay down, we accept and receive the amazing healing that we're about to receive. You feel now as the 2 Arcturians who are surrounding you in the bed are bringing you the new programs to renew the body, mind, and soul. They start to inject what feels like a similar blue liquid into the top of your head, gently coming down through your brain, through your veins, working its way around your body, healing your nervous system and your cells. This amazing healing blue energy moves its way down through your body and travels out through the tips of your toes. They now start to assemble the energy vortex around your organs, placing a finger on each one. Ask your body where it needs one first and see their blue finger just gently touch the organ, feeling the most beautiful high vibrational tiny crystals accessing each and one of your organs, repairing, cleansing, and replenishing them. It feels like they're cleaning them with the high vibrational frequencies and these crystal fractals. You take a deep breath in and they move to the next organ, moving to the next one, focusing on what your body needs. Again, imagining the beautiful high vibrational crystals. Most of them are almost diamond-like, like tiny diamonds. And as they press their blue finger onto the organ, the crystal energy starts to cleanse and repair. You take a deep breath in, feeling cleaner, clearer, and lighter. Feeling like all of your organs, cells, your nervous system, your physical body is now cleansed and healed. And you look down and see now that they are placing what looks like space boots on your feet. They feel warm and snug. And you see the boots have almost like roots coming out the bottom of them. This then starts to remove any implants, any parasites, any attachments, any nanobots, or technology that's been placed inside your body without your consent. Any damage from the vaccines, any graphene oxide is now being removed through these boots, out through the bottom of your feet, through the tubes. You feel the energy traveling down. You notice how it feels in your body. As any limiting beliefs that you once held, any trauma, are leaving out through these tubes. You feel so tingly. Your body feels lighter and lighter. You glance up at the Arcturians who simply smile at you, allowing this reboot, this full body replenishment. As you take a deep breath in, the process gently and swiftly ends now through your feet, and they remove the boots, and you slowly sit up on your med bed. You notice that your light body feels whole and complete. You start to see more of your soul is now able to embody your physical humanoid body, as they have cleared so much junk and debris, the old patterns, the limiting beliefs, the acidic or damaged cells. We start to see now everything is truly being renewed. Your body is brand new. Everything is rebooted. Your program, you know, for your good health in your physical body is complete. Your program for healing on demand. Your program for releasing the old karmic ties of the past. The program of allowing your soul to embody more light in this physical vessel. This allows you to shine so much brighter on earth at this time. And the Arcturians remind us that when we do this work collectively, we make such an impact, like a tsunami wave around the galaxy. We gently thank the Arcturians who have healed us on our med beds, and we head back to the main part of the ship, observing everything around us, remembering everything we need to remember. We thank the Arcturians for their insight and their healing. And they remind us that that's the power of this visualization, the power of stepping into the subconscious and imagining the cells being renewed is how we physically change our bodies in this realm. We are now gently teleported back to the crystal tetrahedron. We are back in our beautiful circle of white light, feeling so much in our light bodies, breathing in the energy of everything around us. And we see now in this tetrahedron that was previously crystal and clear, starts to form a golden glow. And all of the golden energy starts to drip around the shape. And we start to see in our hands, we are forming into a golden energy. You even notice the flame in the middle around our circle turns to a beautiful sparkling gold. We realize now, as the Arcturians gently disappear, we are calling in the energy of the Christ-like energy, the Christ-like consciousness. The energy of Yeshua or Jesus starts to enter within the tetrahedron. And he is perceived as a very tall golden statue, 70 foot tall, beaming down above us. And he comes down to give to us the seed to be planted in our hands. And if you open your palm, he will come down and give to you a beautiful solid gold pyramid. Receiving that in your hand, he gently says that this is your seed for your journey to become an ascended master, gifting you this golden energy with the golden Christ-like codes. Receive that beautiful pyramid in your hand and close your palm. We thank Jesus for this beautiful gift within the golden tetrahedron. We thank him for the idea that this can be our journey going forward. And we take a deep breath in, remembering the energy of unity. remembering the sixth dimensional energy of oneness, bringing back with us our unity consciousness and our thought form of telepathy. Thanking again the Arcturians who guided this whole session for us, bringing ourselves back into the awareness of this space now, back into our bodies, and just wriggle your fingers and your toes. And when you're ready, stretch or open your eyes. So feeling grounded again, feeling back into that energy of those sturdy tree roots, as we've been very much in the higher realms, bringing it back into the physical body, still encompassing the flow of the higher chakras, feeling that sixth dimensional energy tingling through our bodies, feeling cleansed. And I wanted to ask how everyone is feeling.
I would definitely like to start by saying, wow, Serena, that was so beautiful. So beautiful. Very trancy at the moment, though. So I don't know if I can say more than that at this time, but I will in a moment. Does anybody else want to let us know how they're feeling? They might need a moment, Serena. That was very deep. Very deep.
So after today's session, I'm going to definitely, let's go back to what we said in the beginning. Run your hands under cold water, head out in the rain, have that shower. Even things like eating the vegetables, we were told, are very grounding, believe it or not. Although the carbohydrates, like courgettes, carrots, although very high vibrational, they can really ground our bodies. So I don't know if you notice, if I have a nice big bowl of vegetables for bed, I pass out. So it's because it's very grounding. So it helps us to stay very much in our bodies. So yeah, lots of grounding activities today to integrate. If they gifted you any codes, you may come forward with some have been known to do light language after it. Some may, if you've never done that before, don't be surprised if something comes forward and you're feeling like, oh, this is new. To journal as well is always really good after these kind of sessions to see what comes out. The resonance is your truth. The truth is your resonance. Everything that comes through is very real to you, and is probably your experience and your remembering as well of the time in those dimensions, is what I'd say. I have a lot of that remembering right now. And yeah, I was going to tell you guys about the blue avians. So with the Arcturians, they had the fourth brightest star in the system, and they had a beautiful world before where they were attacked, and their whole society, the whole world was destroyed. And the blue avians actually came in to assist in saving a lot of them. They accessed on the ship about 50,000 of the Arcturians, and they managed to save them and bring them to the ships to learn to integrate these sixth dimensional energies. And they learned so much from the blue avians. So we have a lot of respect for them, because I'm in awe. I'm always in awe to the birds. Anything to do with flying or birds, it's in a resonance as well. But they are very much helping humanity as well at this time. So look up the blue avians, look up the blue Arcturians, and also not a lot of information about the white Arcturians, the seventh dimensional ones, but I think more information will start to come out now the more we discuss it and feel their energy as well, and their knowledge.
Definitely. We've got a couple of chats going on, Serena. Priya says that she's feeling light and relaxed and can breathe much better after this lovely session from you. So thank you. And Jessica says that was beautiful. And thank you to Serena. She feels light, sleepy, going to continue going in. And Harsha, that was beautiful experience and feels so much lighter. My body aches disappeared. So that's an interesting one as well, Harsha. So, and another thank you to you, Serena, for doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the biggest message from the Arcturians at this time, as we said, was that we have the power to utilize this so much. I feel like a lot of the science in this realm and a lot of the future of biohacking, these med beds, these technologies that are coming in the medical world, we are reverting back to the knowing that we have the power to transform our own cells. We have the power to overwrite our own DNA. And they remind us so often that we have the power of our own health in our own hands. So if we are dealing with, sickness, disease, we know it's more than the physical. We know that it's like going to be potentially not just karmic, it could be, auric, but actually we can heal that. Look at any of the most incredible success stories of people healing themselves, going against the Western paradigm, the medical paradigm, and breaking through miracles. It's because first they visualized, first they believed, and then their brain, their subconscious started to rewrite the message to the physical cells. And we didn't take you there today, but they were going to take us to the pods where our bodies were, but they didn't feel that we needed, because there was quite a lot going on today. But where your actual bodies are in the pods on the ships, that's where we can actually heal them. So what I may do is create a free meditation on my YouTube and do where we go to the pods and see your physical body, and if there's any healing you feel your body needs in this realm, we can do it via that on the pods using their technologies. So the technologies that they talk of are very much in the other realms, and let's not forget the power of what we are visualizing here. When we sit and collectively come together in these energies and we visualize something, we literally create it into our vortex, we literally manifest it into our existence, and that's on a physical cellular level. So yeah, that was the biggest reminder from the Arcturians. And to go into the void more, to go into the nothingness, I invite you that if you do many meditations and listen to music, or you do guided meditations perhaps, to try them in silence, to try just being with your breath, to sit with that and to sit with the uncomfort and push through the mind, because we're beyond that now. We're now at a time where we're being pushed to push further. We now need to do so much more. They're not like slapping us on the wrist, but they're like, come on guys, right, we need to level up now. And it's very much, the Arcturians are going to be present with us more and more, I feel. So this is just the beginning of the journey, a doorway into an idea of what's going to be presented. And I was just very, very grateful to be able to share it after coming off the retreat, and to get my own downloads of it from them. I'm super blessed to work with them and share my Arcturian aspect with you all.
Definitely. Very, very beautiful. Thank you. Yes. Yes, it's actually the Arcturians, I work with them when I do the bilocation work as well. They help us to do something similar, go onto the ship and have an initiation, and that sort of thing. Very, very helpful to get our vibration higher so that we can bilocate and things like that. Oh, still feeling very...
So I'm going to ask, how many of you will practice the licking the popsicle, or to bring in more light? Now, if you just visualize just licking that energy and feeling that you're being filled with source's love, like a reboot, that's such a fun, quick practice you can do on the go. And also when the Arcturians, the 6th dimension Arcturians, go into the pods, like the shower pods. So when you next have a shower, imagine it's the white light coming down. Be intentional about what you're doing. Go into your spiritual spa with your daily routines. So we're now starting to integrate everything into this physical matrix, aren't we? These lovely things that we're doing, we now have to integrate it into our physical reality. So incorporate it into your daily routines, your daily habits. I invite you to, with your daily rituals as well.
And just one thing on that, sometimes my days are so busy, so I often do it at night. I go and ask for a spiritual, like a spa at night and overnight healing and things like that. So if you just can't do it during the day, then set it up to go overnight. Yeah.
Oh.
Good. Any questions, anyone? No. I think they're all just very spaced out, like I feel.
So grounding continues. Okay.
Yeah, and I think it's definitely helped because coming off of the weekend, the energy has been so intense over the weekend, and yesterday as well. So I think this is very helpful to help integrate everything.
Yeah, and this is why they reminded us as well that we don't have to take it all on. Although we're going to be feeling it, it could be that we're allowing ourselves to feel it so much. So
Yeah.
to take back control of what we do experience in this reality is so important. As we said in the opening, the sovereignty of everything, the to not be affected by the moon. I literally do not. I've stated so many times a vow of that I will not be affected by collective energies unless it's my mission. I will not be affected by anything that's dark unless I need to. So much to the point where I was on a Zoom call with someone recently on a course, and they started to go into the depths of like exploring the darkness. My Zoom shut down. I was kicked off. It was gone. And it was like, well, no, I did my vow. I forgot. Oh, yeah. So I wasn't even allowed to experience that because I chose to be a light worker in this incarnation as an example. Yeah. And the collective energies, they don't seem to affect me. Everyone's like, oh, I feel this. And I'm like, oh, I don't feel anything, because you can choose what you experience. So again, let's put the power back into the individual's hands. And that's what I constantly remind myself. And I'm constantly reminding my clients, you're the powerful one. Come on, you've got this. And that's what we need to do. So we're not following, everyone as a guru, but yeah, we're still a team player. So that's so important. And the vision of us all as when we're in the light, the circle of light, and our light bodies holding hands, more of that, please. If you feel guided to do your own version of that within your platform, with your clients, with yourself, friends, family, more of that I feel is going to be helpful for us assisting in birthing new earth. The Arcturians were helping us to, or showing us how we do that. It's not just the Christ-like energy, it's more of the white energy of unity. And that's how we start to transition into our 5D bodies. And then we can go further into that 6th dimensional energy as well, when we're all one. So the light body energy and that practice, even listening to this recording again, if that helps, or doing a version of that you can create and just keep spreading the message, is going to be really important.
Beautiful. Well said, Serena. Thank you. And Priya, did you want to say something? You put your light on, your camera on. Did you want to say?
Oh, hi, Serena. Hi, Catherine. So nice to be in the group again and feel the wonderful vibrations. That was just really healing. I've got eczema on my fingers. I feel like it's disappearing. I just feel great again. I've started new things. It's September, the new term, and doing a new counselling course, and it's quite intense. And yeah, I just needed this, and this has just come at a beautiful time. So I'm very, very grateful, and I can just feel the effects. So I really want to say thank you, and all your lovely tips about the shower and even water running. I just, something as simple as that, the tap water, when you're just trying to, even though you've done all the grounding and said all the prayers in the morning and you just need a quick fix. So that was excellent. I really appreciate those. So yes, and I've made little notes as well. So thank you. I'm going to reread them after we finish today. So I appreciate everything, ladies, and everyone in the group.
Thank you.
Yeah, and there's a lot of power to the water as well. We remember, like, it's not just us setting the intention, like there is a physical science behind this. You see patterns, everything is frequency and resonance, and these shapes that are made in the water. That's why often they tell us drink your water and set your intention to the water. It then forms the shape of what you want. So heal me, drink it, heal me, telling it that it physically will adapt and change to what you set the intention to. That's how powerful this realm is. We just really need to remember to tap into it all, don't we? So that's a great idea to do that.
It's great. And I was looking at this book. It's called the Julian Cannon Soul Speak, and it was saying about eczema being that you're burned in a past life. And I was like, oh my goodness! Whilst you're giving me all this good stuff, and I was like, okay, then I'm just gonna take that with a pinch of salt and just do all your good tips. And I'm going to work on these good tips that you've given me and get rid of this eczema that's, because I've got a few stresses going on, but they're going. I'm feeling light and healthy.
And have you considered working with Catherine, because she does a lot of the karma clearing, to do the, when you can go in and change your timeline of that? So if you have the incarnations who have been burnt, if that resonates, go in and change it. We appreciate we have cause and effect with timeline changes, but you can change it for the positive for yourself. So it might be worth exploring as well, or within what you do.
Okay, yeah, no, that's a good point. Yeah, just because this is new, all new, I'm just thinking, oh, where's that come from? Is that true? Is that not what? And then,
Yeah,
yeah,
what resonates.
yeah.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna help, yeah, give it a bit of time. And 24 hours is normally when the brain started working and an answer comes along. So yeah, so I would
Right.
do that. Thank you, Serena.
Welcome.
Very good. Anybody else want to say anything? Harsha?
Yes, what's quite unusual is yesterday I did a reading with Marian, and one of the cards that did come up was water. Same exact thing, you know, when you take a shower, try and spend time in water, or, you know, go and stand in the rain if it's raining, or take a virtual shower. And that was one of the last things that came up actually in the whole reading. So it's funny how these messages are coming thick and fast. So it's probably what I need. I'm on holiday, so I have been swimming and enjoying that space. But I think maybe be conscious when you're doing taking a shower rather than just quick and run out. So thank you, Serena. It was beautiful. Very, very grateful. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Harsha. And anyone else? Trisha or Claire? Trisha, do you want to say anything? You okay?
Well, I went somewhere. I'm glad I'm back because I didn't know how far I went, but I definitely went somewhere, Serena. You know, and at one point, you know, I didn't think to turn my phone off and it started ringing, and I thought I had left my body when I heard the noise. I just let it ring, but you know, and then I could feel myself coming back to wherever I was. It was really, and you know, I'm a tough nut to crack. So, you know, it was a really beautiful experience. Thank you. And I'm so grateful for all the tips. I love all of it. And I do go to the sea because I have the you know, wonderful advantage of being able to go there easily in the mornings. And I float in the salt water and just let myself be carried, you know. I don't float anywhere else in the world, so I'm quite fortunate that I, you know, don't sink like a rock, but it's really a lovely feeling just to let all that salt water wash all over me. And I've been saying for a long time that the shower is like a white light. Just imagine it's white light. So I'm quite happy about that. That all just came together for me. But I really did go somewhere else. Thank you so much. I was really, you know, like I think I missed a lot. I can't wait to listen again because, you know, this time maybe I'll try to stay there, but I don't know.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that, Trisha. Yeah. Beautiful. And Claire, did you want to say anything? Oh, yeah.
I ditto exactly, Trish. I don't know where you took me, Serena, but it was just amazing. All I could feel was my head doing this the whole time. And I thought, oh, I'm not asleep, but something's working somewhere. So like prior, I think I will be downloading stuff and in the next 24 hours sort of go and see what comes through. As we were doing it, because I work with horses, which I know you have, I am off to go and work with horses, and I'm thinking, oh, I hope this really helps the work that I'll be doing on the horses at the end of the week. So if it does, magic. Thank you so much. I'm just learning to come back to me, and unlike, I don't know where everybody else lives, but I live in the middle of a desert, so water is quite difficult to go and sort of sit in. But I think I must join my puppy in the dog bowl and go and sit in the dog bowl. But thank you so much.
Beautiful. Thank you, Claire. And I've heard from Diana. She says exactly the same as Trish. Yep, she feels that same way. So thanks, Diana. Wow. Excellent. And I don't know if you had any more to share, Serena. We've just hit the 2 o'clock mark, so you did that perfectly. Well done. Well done. Yeah.
thank you all for showing up, and thank you, Catherine, as ever, for holding the space for Spiritual Hour so that we can continue to share a lot of this. So yeah, really
Thank
great.
you. Thank you so much, Serena. Very, very much appreciated. I'm still going to take me a little while to get everything integrated from what we've done today. So I appreciate that. And yeah, well, so as soon as the recording's ready, I'll put it up on YouTube and send links in the WhatsApp group for everybody. So yeah. Okay, thank you. Well done. So have a magical rest of your day, everyone. And thank you. We will see you soon.
Thank you again, Serena.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
Catherine.
take care. Bye. Bye.